Sivaya Nama Thiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on the 9th Thirumurai, 3rd Thirupadigam, 11th verse. Let's look at the verse first. Thiruchitrambalam. Utraai ennum unnai அன்றி மற்றொன்றுணரேன் என்னும் உணர்வுள் கலக்க பெற்றாய ஐந்தெழுத்தும் பிதற்றி பிணிதீர் வெண்ணீரிட பெற்றேன் என்னும் சுற்றாய சோதி மயந்திரம் சூழ மனத்திருள் வாங்கி சூழாத நெஞ்சில் குற்றாய் என்னும் குணகுன்றே என்னும் குலத்தில்லை அம்பல கூத்தனையே. Thiruchitrambalam. Again, a very lovely verse which talks about because in Saivism or even in Hinduism, if we look at it, we have a lot of confusion as in how many gods we have. Actually, it's only one, we all know that, but we are just talking about a variety of forms which can give us a comfort, because God doesn't need a form or a name or whatever, right? But we need it because we need to relate with a form, only then we can open up. That is what that is why we have so many forms, that is in Saivism, but it doesn't mean we have so many gods. Yeah, the only Almighty is just one person, one, and we call it as Shiva. According to Saivism, we call it as Shiva. Now, when you look at this particular verse talks about the confidence that a soul must be having to say, except one, I'm not going to talk about the other gods. There is nothing like multiple gods. There is nothing like multiple gods. It's just one, right? And that particular concept is being emphasized in this 11th verse, because we always get into a confusion as in how many gods are there, how many deities are there, and how many idols are there, and all these. Imagine, whenever we call him as Lord Shiva, he is going to take the form of, there's nothing called as a limitation. He can do everything for us. You need money, you need education, you need to get rid of the problems that we are facing today. Whatever it is, Lord Shiva will be able to do it for us, because he is the omnipotent, omnipresent being who is going to guide us. That concept is being emphasized in the 11th verse. And how do we know that we are surrendering ourselves to him? There are three things. One is the Rudraksh that we are tying to our neck. The second one is the holy ashes that we have on our forehead. And the third one is something that we keep uttering continuously and regularly, which is the 5-letter syllable mantra, Sivaya Nama or Nama Sivaya. This particular verse is also coming in as the mums, when a daughter is fallen in love, a platonic love with Lord Shiva, the girl is suffering and she is continuously chanting or rattling Lord Shiva's fame, and looking at this, the mum is not able to digest the pain that the daughter is going through, and the mum is actually talking about this pain. That is what 11th verse is also about. It comes as a verse that is given to us by the mum, looking at her daughter who is suffering because of the love she is having on Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the cosmic dancer, and he is the one who is there in the mountain called as Mahendra mountain, and he is the Almighty, which my daughter is totally surrendering herself to. And what we should do is also surrender ourselves completely to Lord Shiva. That is what 11th verse is all about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Thiruchitrambalam.